What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the new and improved Tuesday Night Mayhem instead of Late Night Mayhem, because it's on Tuesday and it's, in reality, that's the only reason we changed the name. But how's everybody doing? How are you guys doing here? Devil.
Howdy. Devil made me do it, and I'm happy to be here.
Do I really need to believe that I'm running with you?
Yes.
Can either of us actually
You
run?
must believe. No, that's very true.
How about if we're trotting? You know,
trotting like we're damn cattle or some shit.
Right?
Oh, come on. Jeremy's a skulker. He skulks around because he looks in windows and he watches.
I mean, Devil has video proof of that at the end of all of his shows.
No, that's me walking around sad and depressed. Like
Waddle. The dirty waddles with the devil.
I finally got to see your pub closeout video. My God, I feel like an eternal meme that everybody makes fun of, and some of the times I don't even know somebody's making fun of me.
Wait, you're first figuring that out?
I'm on like
1 year in.
I told Kenzo every single outro he does that I'm part of, he has to put you in the lonely dermy. So even the one he's doing for like Engage, I'm gonna have you floating by with like a space helmet on at the end.
I'll take it. Hey, I will accept it because he memes the shit out of Mazza. I need somebody that's willing to meme the shit out of me.
Oh shit!
Oh what?
You all right?
Oh no, it's just I might have to break my rule and do a video on Percy Jackson.
Oh,
You had a rule about that?
I wasn't gonna touch it because those stands are insane. But look at this article title. Percy Jackson, Olympus creator Rick Riordan says original books did not explore Medusa's character because title hero lacked the bandwidth for deconstructing the patriarchy.
ugh.
Wait, what? Okay, send that to me. I'm gonna have to make another
It's
video.
pounding. You can find it yourself.
What the fuck? Like I saw this. This is a new article. I saw him do a comment on like Medusa itself. I didn't. What?
Oh my god.
Medusa was just an enemy.
Oh my god. This guy is such a
Sellout.
left-wing twink.
He's a sellout.
Oh my god.
I still have my.
I'm gonna have to
Percy
sleep
Jackson
on this.
books.
I don't have anything planned yet for tomorrow. I'm gonna have to sleep on this. I got room for two videos tomorrow because of Natural 20. So I got to sleep on this one. Oh,
I might make that video for Thursday. Just what the fuck?
Oh my god. I'm definitely gonna bring it up on Sunday. I'm definitely bringing it up on Sunday.
Real quick,
Jed hates that franchise anyway. To hear, I want him to get angry.
Jed hates it, and I love it. But I've also given out my reasoning on why I love it. And
I only read it because the movies weren't going to happen anymore, and I was curious what was going to happen with the story. So that's the only reason I read those books.
those books are actually good, and the reason I love it is because growing up I was an autistic kid that struggled to read, and when I'm reading this book it's, hey, just because you have ADHD, autism, dyslexia, all this stuff, that doesn't mean you're not meant for great things. That's how I took it. Okay,
Jeremy,
don't let these be hindrances and all that stuff.
You're not the son of a Greek god.
Well, I get that, but it was still like a positive message.
You're just retarded.
It was still a positive message, and I liked it. Okay,
Well,
and I'm
here to ruin your positivity.
Well, fuck off, you stupid Jew. I'm gonna put you on the back of the train here soon. Anyway, Static.
Hello. Yeah. Happy Tuesday, everyone. It's been a good one. I gotta say that your countdown music is gay as hell, but it makes me bob my head every single time.
Same. I love it. I don't know why.
It's really a bit too poppy for me, but I fucking love it.
I think it encapsulates all my streams in the perfect manner. It's gonna be chaotic but fun.
Yes, I would agree. It somehow fits your personality.
A little gay.
It encapsulates.
It's really gay. It's really gay.
What was that, Cloud?
Could we say turbo gay?
It encapsulates your gayness.
Yeah. Well, speaking of gayness, Cloud, how are you doing?
Fuck you, Jeremy. I'm doing all right.
It's the right answer.
I know you're gonna be. You want to know, and you're gonna be jealous of it. Yes, I got 2 shiny, actually 3 shinies today.
Always.
No,
wait,
I'm laughing
guys.
at something else. I'm laughing at something else. Ranking the 17 slow-mo scenes in Rebel Moon.
Oh.
That reminds
Devil,
me.
guess what we're doing next Monday?
That reminds me. I need to find an article for Adam. Can you find that?
What?
CBR. I think it was a Screen Rant article for. I think it was Netflix beating. Not Chris Hemsworth. Fuck. Henry Cavill to this certain thing.
Oh, the 40K thing?
Yeah, because I want to go over that on Friday. I think
Screen Rant or Show BR. Oh, you want that for Friday? Oh,
yeah.
Wait a minute, Gal's your producer. Make her do it.
Well, you're here right now. I need you to just help.
Put it in the Bullbusters chat.
Real quick.
I'm not your gopher monkey.
Shut up. You're my gopher monkey. But real quick, before we get back into it, Friendly Comic Fan 199. Thoughts on Rekieta slipping into alcoholism? Listen, I haven't watched Rekieta for a while, mainly because Rumble kills phones, and usually when I watch Rekieta was the next day prior. He's a lawyer. He's talked about it before. I do think he probably might have a bit of an issue, but because I haven't watched him for a while, that's all on his thing.
Hold on. Jeremy has no room to talk on other people's alcoholism.
To be fair, though, it is typically mostly just Fridays. Well, and maybe a Saturday here or there, depending on how the previous Friday.
I've been trying to pull back on like Saturday drinking and everything like that as well. Like he's
been getting told to take it easy at the truck stop. He's been getting too handsy.
Yes.
Too toothy on those sloppies.
Toothy, handsy. I mean, he's not the one supposed to be handsy. They're supposed to be handsy on him.
Right.
What I will say is, hey, I don't know if he's an alcoholic. I'm not gonna make any claims. He's a lawyer. He's talked about it himself. Alcoholism, addiction, all this, it affects everybody differently. It's an issue in your brain. I have my own addictions and predilections. Whatever. I have my own predilections that I deal with. So he's a strong man. He'll get through it. That's what I'm gonna say.
If it is never really watched Rekieta, so I have no opinion.
You guys see anything about that supposedly Rekieta being catfished?
I heard about that on a stream the other day.
Okay.
I mean, those people were trying to paint it a certain way, but it's still funny.
They were trying to paint it a certain way, but at the same time, it just boils down that the whole LawTube community got catfished. And it's not the end of the world because, like, I'm willing to bet there's a few catfish in my chat now and then. There was literally a cat.
You don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah, you're different.
There was literally a mega catfish a few years ago, Geeky Pixie, who got exposed and everything. It's like, it happens. It's not the end of the world. There's guys that will pretend to be girls all the freaking time, and there's guys that will dress like girls.
And now they're trans.
Well, and it's not like anyone was out there trying to sleep with this person, right? Like that's
no.
Yeah.
No, they were
so
just
therefore, I don't think it was really a catfish. It was just a weird troll. Like,
yes. Ghost of Speedy for $1.99. Many have turned their backs on Nick. Listen, I get why people have turned their backs on Nick. I legitimately have not turned my back on Nick. I love Nick Rekieta. C Hoodie, who's in my chat a lot of the time, you know, he's a mod for Rekieta. I legitimately just haven't been able to watch Rekieta because usually when I'm going to bed, he's starting to stream. And again, I like to watch his streams all the way through, and Rumble will nuke your phone battery in an instant. So I don't have the chance anymore. I have to wait till I get free time to watch him. And when I used to watch him live, I'm now doing a Friday night show. So I understand why some people might want to turn their backs on Nick. I honestly think that's the wrong move. Just because your friend has an opinion you disagree with isn't the end of the world. So, but talking about friends we have disagreements with, Adam the Renaissance Nerd, how are you?
You don't deserve a response.
You know, that wasn't that could have been a lot worse.
I know, but
because it's not like it wasn't true.
I know, but his transitions, they never get better. They only get worse. And I don't feel he deserves a legitimate response, which is why I'm giving this kind of answer instead of saying, Hi, Dermy, I'm doing great. No, go fuck yourself.
Notice how he only did it to you.
I know. Just like he never lets me finish my outros.
Well, you talk now.
I mean, he never really let me finish my intro.
Fine. Adam, you finish your intro, then Cloud, you'll go next. Then we'll say hello to the chat.
I wish I was asleep right now. How about that?
Is that all?
I'm tired. I only got a couple hours of sleep last night, so.
Well, so did I. Then I had a full-time day job, but
yeah, except I had to do shit unexpectedly and be a good son and help people out. But I did. I mean, mensch stuff.
Speaking of being a good son, there's no way in hell she's ever gonna see this, but I'm at least gonna do something real nice. Today is actually my mother's birthday. She turns 47. Because after you get to a certain age, you start aging backwards. That's what she tells me all the time. So she's 47 today. Happy birthday, Mom. I'm sorry I'm such a fuck up. Now we'll go back to our other fuck up, Cloud. Okay, finish your intro.
So how's the Goon Platoon?
Okay. That's what you get for doing 2 horrible transitions into Cloud. He gets you.
I'm going to leave it up to my chat on Friday. I'm not going to do it tonight because my chat is not in full force tonight, but I'm going to leave it up to the chat. Would you like to be changed from the back tacos to the Goon Platoon? And I'll explain I'll explain it all on Friday.
This is fallout from this week.
I will explain it all on Friday. The panel decided that it needs to be the Goon Platoon.
No, not the panel. The lore. The lore writes itself. You don't get to write the lore. It's a fact you seem to fail to understand.
Is this anything closely related to a gunt?
No.
Okay.
This is related to gooning. Yes, Goon Platoon. I will inform you all what gooning is on Friday when we have Epic Mike here.
Yeah, like the freaking soldier was trying to get a name for his thing, and I just random threw out there Goon Patrol, whatever, and Goon Platoon, and Dermy's all like, "Can't be Goon," and then he starts talking about how Goon is like something I'm not gonna talk about. Anyway,
can't ruin it yet.
Yeah, and we're all, how the hell do you know that? So then I was all, there we go. Call your chat, Goon Platoon, and Dermy's all, no, I never do that. So yeah.
I don't know. It's not a bad idea.
Static. Just tune in on Friday.
I've already checked it out.
You already checked it out? God damn it.
It's only going to get worse.
It is only going to get worse. And I'm sorry. It sounds like I'm going to have to be changing up my levels. But let's quickly say hello to the chat because we got Legatus Legionus here in chat. How you doing, buddy? We got Triss saying roll ya Dermy. Oh, I always do. We got Kel coming in chat. We got Zombie Squeaks over here. Oh, yeah, the author was talking about how Medusa was misunderstood. Motherfucker. He was trying to be more accurate to the lore, apparently, and fuck off.
Well, yeah, if you look at the what Medusa was, like what happened to her, I could see where you could
over.
Oh, yeah,
logically
absolutely.
Speaking, Medusa literally got screwed over.
Yeah, yes. she was raped. And then to be punished for being raped, they turned her into what she was. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So I could see them trying to use that for a feminist kind of thing because it would fit. But in a kid's show, really? Do we need it?
Well, also, it doesn't make sense for the story because she literally was just a monster. She was just a monster. She was a trial at the time. Move on. It was supposed to be a part of the hero's journey, as most of his story was. But let's continue on. We did get a friendly comic fan. His chat again. Addiction affects everybody differently. Ghost of Speedy here in chat again. Ghost of Speedy, you need to send me that thing you brought up on Friday. Links to all my stuff are down in the description. We do have Jack Tar here in chat. Zombie Squeaks also said, same, I can't watch his, this is in regards to Ricada, his streams now that I've got a steady job. Watched his whole coverage of Johnny versus Amber and Rittenhouse. Yep, if he ever does something like that, I will, again, I will watch it. And JB just showed up in chat. How you doing? Okay, so we're going to get into our first topic. And I'm going to start this off a little. Fuck off, you stupid stream OBS. I'm going to start this off in a weird way, but we'll see where we get in the end. But motherfucker, how do I turn the setting on? But okay, so after possibly the worst year for Disney in years, okay? 2023, miserable year for Disney across the board. Only movie that maybe made money, if not just broke even, one of the two, was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, okay? And over on the streaming side, they also weren't doing very well with, season 3 of Mandalorian coming out and having shit numbers, with Ahsoka coming out having shit numbers, and numbers that were actually worse than even the Mandalorian season 3 finale. We now have 3 movies coming out, one of which is the Rey movie, where we have the I guess the upcoming director for the Rey movie hasn't watched Star Wars.
Get it right. They're pillaging the EU and calling it the New Jedi Order. Get it right.
Well, I didn't even know that part, but I just heard about this. But okay, so they're pillaging the EU and calling it the New Jedi Order.
Yeah.
And the director hasn't watched Star Wars ever since Disney has taken over, or known anything about Star Wars since Disney's taken over. And probably doesn't know Star Wars at all.
Wait. So he hasn't watched any of Disney Star Wars. She hasn't watched any Disney Star Wars.
It's a fat Pakistani woman.
Yes.
So if she hasn't watched any Disney Star Wars, which is good because no one should, aren't they going to be stepping on their own feet? Like, she's going to be doing stuff off the old and not.
No. It's all about whammons.
It's all about whammons, because you read here, Devil. Upcoming Rey solo film director Charmin Obidachione. I probably pulled a racism.
That wasn't a racism. That was just retarded.
She's from Pakistan.
Charmin Obidachione.
Wow, I really butchered that. I'm never going to be able to say that. Pakistani chick says, it's about time that we had a woman come forward to shape the story of Star Wars.
Yeah, Marsha Lucas would like to speak to you.
Yeah, you got Marsha Lucas. I completely forgot to mention her. I was focusing just in the past, basically 12 years, but in a declaration that could seemingly only come from someone who has spent the last decade completely detached from the once beloved sci-fi franchise. Director, this bitch, has opined that one particular.
Here, let me help you. Just call her Chins. Just call her Chins.
Okay, Chins. Fat bitch. How about that? Fat Chins.
Well, she's not super fat, but she ain't,
okay. She is chin. She has some
just call it Chins. Just call it Chins.
Okay, Chins has opined that one particularly exciting aspect of her upcoming Rey solo film is that it will finally allow women to guide Star Wars narrative direction. And you scroll down here, Chins, whose directorial filmography primarily consists of documentaries highlighting the social plight faced by women in her home country of Pakistan, which, let's be fair, that's a good cause. You know, women over there aren't treated very well. It is what it is. Offered this insight into her forthcoming Dance with the Force while speaking to CNN's Christine Lou Stout for the network's 2023 New Year's Eve broadcast, touted by Stout as the first woman and first person of color to direct a Star Wars film. Wasn't just Patty Jenkins the first woman?
She was supposed to be, but then she got fired.
Okay. I don't even know how their movie went, but okay. Let's say this: the first woman that will probably successfully put out a Star Wars movie. We'll say
successfully.
The first woman that will probably put out a Star Wars movie.
So much goddamn money. We're gonna make more money than they make on this.
Listen, there's that, yes, but what I was more saying is it will actually get into the theaters. That was my direction with all that.
Why don't you say completed? movie then.
Okay, yeah. First completed Star Wars movie. And person of color. Well, yeah, Taika Waititi hasn't even finished his freaking script. The director, who appeared via a pre-recorded interview with the anchor, opened their discussion by elaborating on her personal excitement towards her forthcoming Lucasfilm outing. I'm very thrilled about the project because I think what we are about to create is something very special, said Chins. And we're in 2024 now. And I think it's about time that we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away. Uh, just real quick. I mean, she's said here with the person I was pointing this at, but Kathleen Kennedy's been in charge of Lucasfilm since they were acquired by Disney.
Yeah. But before
And
that, you had Marsha Lucas, who
Yep.
without Marsha Lucas, we wouldn't even have Star Wars because she was instrumental in getting that thing edited to the original version that we all knew. And then on my video responses today, I broke out I went to the props. I broke out the books behind me. And I just went down the list of the successful female authors who literally shaped the Star Wars galaxy. I mean, Barbara Hambley gave Leia her first lightsaber duel against a Dark Jedi Hutt. It's a cool thing. It's not a fat Hutt. They're actually a lean Hutt. It's a very cool thing at the end of Planet of the Twilight. It's a very cool fight. But I talk about actual women who have shaped Star Wars. Those are actual women, creative women who have shaped Star Wars, not some documentarian who's going to be given a $350 million budget to make the fire burn even faster and hotter on Disney Star Wars.
Well, okay, you have Chins here. God, the more I'm looking at that chin, the more I'm like, you know what? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
That's why. I hinted at it during my video today, but I decided to hand it to you since you're having trouble.
That is a chin. But just the fact that you're on Disney, you're working at Disney Star Wars. Their president of Lucasfilm is fucking Kathleen Kennedy, who has been basically leading the Star Wars. Why did I say? You know what? I'm gonna call it the
Star Wars.
I'm gonna call it the Star Wars in response to Disney. She's
Oh
been
my
leading the
God.
Star Wars. It's not real Star Wars.
I'm
it's
the
just
one that had
rumor
3
and-
hours of sleep last night. You should not be.
I'm also a
making this
retard. I'm a retard. Okay.
mistake.
I'm a retard. She's leading Star Wars right now. She's in charge of every aspect of Lucasfilm. And then you're literally also standing. There's other pictures, a picture I'll be using for my thumbnail tomorrow, where she's literally standing right next to Rey, who was the hero of
Dude, say it right. Ray.
Palpatine. Fuck this bitch. Rey Palpatine, who was supposed to be the hero of the last trilogy, but you know what? The moment I called her a hero, I started thinking, is she a hero or is she a villain?
Her-o.
Well, is she a hero or is she a villain? Like legitimate hero. Let's think about
It
this.
doesn't matter. Her-o works either way.
Yeah, okay, hero. Who's the hero of the sequel fucking trilogy? And then I also brought up this, you had Ahsoka, you had Mandalorian, which have all gone down the path of women strong. We have Acolyte coming out, which is literally being created by Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant. I forgot I even do that in my video. That show's supposed to come out here in a few weeks.
She doesn't
Well-
count yet. She hasn't. All she shaped is Harvey's menu.
That's true, but she is doing something with Disney Star Wars. I'm willing to bet you $5 she's tried out her whole cast.
You.
Yeah. Like
No comment.
this whole person's comment just proves that she doesn't even know what company she's working with. She has no idea what their shows have been, what their films have been, what their creators are. She literally thinks she's going to be the first woman ever to do something in Star Wars when just the Disney aspect disproves her.
No, that's Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, you're right. That was Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah. Wait, you know what? Now that I look at her, I'm pretty sure this is just Jennifer Lawrence in a wig.
I was gonna say Jennifer Lawrence in drag, but that works. So.
Well, again, I brought this up. I mean, again, Kathleen Kennedy literally made the forces female. I think women have been in charge of Star Wars for just plenty enough, and we need to get it back in a man's hand. And I mean a real man, not Dave Filoni. Okay? But do you guys have any thoughts on this weird bent?
Uh,
So
like
who's the cross-dresser in that picture?
This one. Well, okay, you're right. Shit. I even like Daisy Ridley. I think she's kind of hot, but now I'm looking at her like, God damn it, they all three look like cross dressers.
I'm not into chiclets for teeth. I'm really not. Dude, she got chiclet teeth. What are you talking about? I didn't make that joke up. I borrowed that joke.
Probably from Dre.
There's
No, I heard it I heard that joke like 3 years ago before I met Dre.
Okay, what are your thoughts on all this?
Man, God, I'd rather be tortured by like the Taliban than have to sit in the room with these women for fucking like 10 minutes.
I will sit in
You
a room
know
with
that
Daisy.
it's just stupid talk for fucking ever and a day when they get together.
The
Listen,
Taliban probably has better jokes.
I will sit in a room with Daisy Ridley, but to address Zombie Squeaks, that's not a pixie cut Daisy Ridley has. That's a boy's haircut. That's my biggest criticism here. I like pixie cuts. I think they're kind of hot.
No.
This is a straight up boy's haircut.
What if Daisy Ridley's like packing a sausage and that's why Dermy's so like onto her?
You know what?
She just got good
Either-
cut game.
Wasn't
Listen,
there?
Go ahead, Sam.
Wasn't there a debate about Daisy Ridley and Dylan Mulvaney being the same person?
motherfucker, now that I'm looking at her, it's like, Jesus Christ. You guys are just ruining my fun like imagination and everything like this. Like, I take a look at her. What?
I was gonna say your half chub went to a small one.
Oh, motherfucker! Listen,
that wasn't a very long journey.
That wasn't a long journey. I'm taking a look at her and everything. It's like, you know what? She's more attractive. Well, she's somewhat more attractive than Brie Larson, because Brie Larson's whole personality kind of dumbs her down. And then you have the realization of what her feet look like. You know, you got Daisy Ridley here, and then I'm just having all these comments thrown at me. It's like, motherfucker, the more I'm thinking about, the more you guys are right. And Jesus Christ.
We've all been Mulvaney'd.
Yes, we have.
Speak for yourself, cowboy.
The porn raves are more attractive.
Oh God. I didn't even know this was in this article. I just went to her quote. Jesus fucking Christ.
She's the one in the pink, right?
Yeah, that's
the one who's Harvey Weinstein's.
That's Headland. I'm willing to bet you $5 she's tried out her, possibly her, and is this the he or the her?
All of them. They're all fucking.
The one in the Padme cosplay is a they them, Dermy. Get it right.
Wait, is that our main hero?
Yeah. Well, she's playing twins, Sith twins.
Well, isn't the one in the pink they them as well? I don't know.
Well, that's Headland.
Yeah, I know
that's
that's Headland, but like she probably changes hers regularly.
No, she calls herself queer all the time. I'm a queer girl. Grew up in a queer place. Queer.
We should just replace queer with the word retard.
You know what?
Well, then what's Dermy gonna do?
The more I'm looking at this, she definitely ate her carpet.
God,
she definitely tasted what's down there.
I'm gonna go throw up.
Two.
I'm so resisting the next joke because it's not gonna be pretty. We need to move on.
I love quarter black Garrett's joke.
Too ugly to be assaulted. I said it.
It's the truth. It's the damn truth.
Yeah, but not too ugly to feed prettier women to a monster.
Nope.
No. We also had this TikTok of her, but give me a moment.
No,
but it's kind of annoying.
No, please don't.
Cloud, did you have something to say?
Is that a fart? What?
I don't know.
Oh.
Come on, guys, be nice. She's more like Elliot Page than Dylan. God.
Either way.
God damn it, Gal. You just really ruined Daisy Ridley for me.
Good.
Yeah, well, yeah. She
Shock.
She owed you that one at some point.
I
can't
Daisy
believe
Ridley to me was hot. I could see myself doing a lot of very inappropriate things with her, and you guys just outright ruined it for me.
Well, she didn't have a penis, so it was already ruined for you.
true.
That you know of.
You know what?
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
Speaking of penises, can I find it?
No.
Did I
No,
pull
you
that
won't
up?
be able to.
I'm gonna go pick it up real quick because I need you guys to help me with this math.
I don't do dick math.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need your guys' help with this math. Okay, so this is from N Wokeness, and I quote tweeted it. Let me pull this up.
Is this it? Wait, is this that thing you replied to? Oh God!
Oh
not this.
Jesus!
I'm gonna get
Okay,
some.
I
ice
need
cream.
I
I'm
need some
getting
help with
some-
this.
Yeah, that's a dude.
I need some help with
Dude.
this math.
I was
That's a
just
dude.
very
Dude.
much confused.
I was confused too. Cassidy educated me and said, no, honey, you're straight. Don't you look at me like a woman? I said, yeah. She's like, so where do you find the word gay? And that's when I realized, yeah, I'm not gay at all. I'm an alpha male that's attracted to femininity, and that's exactly what I got right here.
This is what Dermy tells himself.
Well, no,
dude, you just opened the door for this. You did not. Have
no,
to
I
bring this
did,
up.
but I, you know what? I'm fine with femininity. I've said
Jeremy loves
my
that
piece
feminine
and stuff.
penis.
Anyways, I've said my piece and everything, but I'm sitting here doing this. It's like I ain't no alpha male, dude.
Oh, we know that you ain't no alpha male.
What is it? If the balls don't touch, it's not gay.
There's like boots and socks and eye contact. All kinds of rules are involved.
Listen, this dude's definitely touched her balls.
God, I'm drinking.
That's a sentence.
Okay.
The
They're
dude's
probably also
definitely
docked,
touched the
too.
balls and has definitely done a bunch of stuff that
Is there
makes him gay.
anyone I can tag in for this? I don't know.
They're probably also docked too.
Oh.
Yes,
God damn it!
You just have to say you're an alpha male. You're not an alpha male. I'm not an alpha male. Piss off. I'm happy being me. This is guys. Okay, look, you know what? No, I'm starting to come around to this. This guy is peak masculinity because obviously, if you're not boning a guy, you're not an alpha male.
Look, I'm not some asshole who'll say that you can't be alpha and gay, dude. There's plenty of gay guys who fuck you up, been in prison. Alpha doesn't have nothing to do with
Listen,
if you're gay
a
or
lot of-
straight.
a lot
But
of the
you
guys
are
now.
gay. You are
You
gay.
got-
You are boning a dude
Listen,
in the
what
ass. I don't care if
happens-
it's
I got news
effeminate,
for you.
dude. You're boning dude in the ass.
I don't. So I think if you're going to be an alpha gay, though, you have to be boning a dude.
Yeah, he's getting
Like, you know what? You got to be taking down like the biggest dude at the yard, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yes. If you're gonna be
No, if
alpha
you have to
gay,
be
go for the dude bigger than you. You're all like,
Yeah.
no, you're gonna be my bitch.
You know what? This guy, he might have been in prison at one point. Maybe this is just him accepting that he's gay now, and he's just trying to come out with any excuse to hide the fact that he's gay.
I want to know what this is from because I kind of want to watch this.
I do as well. This looks so retarded and beautiful all at the same time. This looks right up my alley.
Need to make fun of the way that they're changing language.
Dermy Zeta male. That's right. I'm a Zeta male.
So
No,
now is
You're a gator male.
So now is straight no longer associated with heterosexuality, and is gay no longer associated with homosexuality? Like kind of like the whole
Right,
gender versus sex thing. Is that what's going on here?
I think so because they were trying. This has been an argument for a while that if you're straight and you're not willing to have sex with a trans woman, you're both transphobic and everything like that, and you're denying the fact that she's a real woman. And motherfucker,
She's not a real woman.
I can't do this math. Tiff, I have a job for you. Figure out. No, legitimately, Tiff, I have a job for you. Figure out where the show is from. I'm gonna watch it. Okay, this is your new job. This is your new responsibility. But I just quote tweeted the simple thing. So I'm straight. Like legitimately, I don't know anymore. I don't know the rules. I like femininity, but I
That's because they
mostly
keep
say I'm not
changing the
straight.
rules. like I said, it's they just change it whenever they want to try to fit their whatever they're trying to go for. So yeah, they'll say that's straight because then they can sit there and say, "Oh, why do you hate him? He's straight just like you." No, he ain't nothing like me. Sorry.
Yes,
I'm
Gal.
sorry.
Not gonna happen,
Legitimately,
Gal.
yes.
Not gonna
Listen.
happen.
Listen, Gal, I'm fine with the trans, but no bottom surgery. No. Mm-mm. 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 I've heard nightmares of that stuff. It sounds disgusting.
Still a dude.
You can't get me to go down on that axe wound.
Dude, if you're penetrating a transgender girl who had bottom surgery, if you're inside that, you're essentially docking because that was their penis. You're
Like the
inside
ultimate
their
dock.
penis.
Yeah.
Shit, I never thought of it like that. I
I
never thought of it
think-
like that.
I think Cloud might have came up with another branch for your membership levels with the Gatas.
Gatus.
The Gatas. Okay, so I do have a $10.
Alpha Gata.
I do have a $10 tier called the True Degenerate. I think I'm gonna change it to the Gata males.
Gata males.
I was originally gonna make it that all my member videos were just gonna be for the $10 up, but now I'm just gonna have it here because I'm still trying to figure out my members thing. I'm gonna have Goon Platoon and Gata males.
Why don't you make the $20 one the True Degenerates are like the top tier one?
Yes. I'll make a $20 tier just for True Degenerates, and I don't know what I'm gonna add to it. I barely know what I'm adding to my members
I almost
right
think
now.
your top tier should be the Goon Platoon because that involves like obsession and
No, the everyday people need to be called the Gooners.
okay.
Listen, they're the degenerate bastards, you know. Just
I might have
here's
to
the
I might have to stop
$5.
supporting then.
It's a joke. I love all my viewers. I love all my members. I love everybody here. I'm just gonna be a jackass sometimes. Okay, here we'll go into this. I don't know if this will get me hit because
Shock,
it's something
bad
that
shock,
Uber,
bad shock.
the Uber geek put. No shock. No. Listen, I'm all for a hole's a hole, but that's not a natural hole. Don't go near it. Don't go near it. Turn around. Okay? The back door is one thing. That's not a natural door.
Yeah, dude. If you tell me you sleep with the trans girl, I'm gonna see like, dude, you just rubbed your dick against another dude's dick.
Okay,
That's
you know what?
The inside of another dude's dick.
I'm not gonna play the video just because I'm kind of scared. Because I don't know what will get hit and what won't get hit.
What is it? Oh,
But there was more leaked footage from the Deadpool 3. And I got to see their choreographed fight between him and Wolverine. And I'm not going to lie, this was a pretty badass fight. It was actually kind of cool watching him. And you could see some moments where you could probably see where Ryan Reynolds doing some quips at him. And then Wolverine just starts stabbing the shit out of him. I'm kind of looking forward to this. This looks like a fun movie.
I'll be going to this one.
It'll be a cool fight because they can just keep cutting the shit out of each other because they both heal. I mean, there's no matter how bad they hurt each other.
If they stick with the lore correctly, isn't
Wolverine's healing factor is way faster than Deadpool's.
Yes, but at the same time, doesn't Deadpool have adamantium swords?
No.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, in the comic books he might, but in the movie they haven't given him any.
Okay. I don't know what they're going to do because this is going to be one of those just crazy out the wazoo things. So I don't know. He might have an adamantium.
There was a
sword for all
part
I
where it
know.
looked like Wolverine was stabbing Deadpool in the face over and over and over.
Deadpool's healing ability is better than Wolverine's, but slower. That's
Yes.
I think the tint of it. Like you can literally just dice Deadpool into a million little straps and he'll come back. So can Wolverine, but it just is it's weird. But yeah.
Okay. Well, we had those little tirades out. Tirades out. Whatever. I know words. I got all the best words.
No, you don't.
There's no better word than stupid. But speaking of stupid, Doctor Who. So Listen, this is just the 60th anniversary. I want you guys to focus in on the audience score, because the audience score in the Doctor Who anniversary is sitting at 43%. And you come over here to Church on Ruby Road, which was their Christmas special, 35%. Audiences aren't engaging with this. Audiences outright hate this. Audiences are just tired of this.
But
And
Dermy,
you can, yeah.
I got told today that somebody likes it in my comments.
Yeah, I got told today. I've been getting told tons of time. Hey, I like it. I like it. Okay, you're allowed to like shit. You're also in the minority right now. On top of that,
I just
you come
asked
over
why.
here.
Why?
You come over here. It was legitimately the lowest special in Doctor Who hit. Well, yeah, actually the lowest special in Doctor Who history for Christmas specials, and this is just New Who era. By the way, this was their original score, and this is their current score. I just want to point that out. You take a look at New Who, overnight views comparatively, they're not good. Okay, they're outright horrific. 44.73. The only one that it actually comes anywhere close is the return of Dr. Mysterio, which was a Capaldi era Doctor Who, which wasn't being well received, even though Capaldi's a decent hero, decent doctor himself. Well, it's been well over a week now since Christmas has come out, and this is usually when we get our consolidated numbers, right?
No.
Scroll down here, not a single one. And you know what? Just to be on the safe side, I'll refresh again. Not a single one. So this leads to this tells you that they're hiding these numbers so they can bump them up an extra day or two, because they should have come out today, ending yesterday. But they're not coming out. Actually, they should have been out yesterday. Now that I'm thinking about it. And we still haven't got them.
Yesterday was a week. We knew it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. Well, they put out the Giggle with about an hour left, but then they took their fair bit of time to put out the Wild Blue Yonder. So Wild Blue Yonder's consolidated numbers aren't accurate at all. So you already are playing around with numbers. You're fudging the numbers, but let's say they're even fudging the numbers to try to get them up a little bit higher. Okay, because Adam, you're right. We knew they were going to do something weird. The only chance in consolidated viewership, the only episode they might be able to beat, when we come over here to the entire list of all past Doctor Who Christmas specials, the only one they might be able to beat is the Feast of Stephen, 7.9, which is a 60s and 70s, like OG Doctor Who era episode.
When there were less people on the earth.
I was saying everyone didn't have 4 TVs in their house and shit.
Yeah.
In a country of 70 million, you might be able to beat out an episode from the 60s, essentially. 60s and 70s. And these aren't even fully accurate numbers. These are all guesstimates, because they didn't have a good way of tracking these. But when you scroll down through the rest of the consolidateds, 8.21 for Return of Dr. Mysterio, 8.27, 8.28, 9.35. The numbers just keep getting higher and higher. You think you're going to be able to beat any of these, and the best one to always compare it to is the Christmas Invasion, because it was the first outing of David Tennant's Doctor, and this was the first outing for the freaking Ncuti Gatwa, and they were both Christmas specials.
And David Tennant wasn't even in it to the last 5 minutes.
Exactly. You're not going to be able to beat these. And even when you scroll down to literally the greatest episode on the list was the Voyage of the Damned, 13.31. You're not beating any of these numbers. Again, the best you can think that they might be able to do is 7.9 when you consider their past ones. But even then, you're having to play around with a lot of numbers and a lot of trickery just to even try to get that. Because remember, all the specials are always their greatest. Like these are their most watched forms of Doctor Who, and you're adding on that on a Christmas special, which is also the most watched, and the first outing of a Doctor, and these are the numbers you have right now. That's not good. That's a tragedy. But you know what? Hey, maybe the streaming numbers will be different, right, guys? Maybe the Disney Plus numbers will be helping them out, right? right?
Absolutely not.
Well, here's Samba TV's top 10 for when it first came out. that first week. Monarch, Bye Bye. I don't see any Disney Plus. Here's their second week of Samba TV top 10 in the streaming.
It was the highest scripted show on Christmas Day.
Yeah. They had a boast that it was the third most watched show on Christmas Day. Here's when the Giggle came out, by the way. No Disney Plus. Here, you know what? Maybe they were watching it when it was all done so they could binge watch it. Oh, no Disney Plus. Now we don't have Christmas Day numbers yet, but also a nice little dunk on Disney Plus. They didn't get on the top 10 until literally Percy Jackson comes out. So we haven't had them on any of these top 10s, and I couldn't find the source, but Gary said for the top 20 streaming on Disney Plus, they were never once in there either. So yeah, those Disney Plus numbers, those must be amazing. You know, they must be fantastic. You're never going to see them, and they're not even talking about them. So yeah, that Disney Plus deal must be amazing. They must be doing just wonders. But again, guys, maybe the iPlayer is where they're getting their viewership, right? Right, Adam? Right?
I doubt
Even though basically a episode of Doctor Who if one person can make an episode of Doctor Who, this past episode, basically 48 views when they play around with the numbers enough. Because every minute is a watch. So you can watch it for a minute, walk away, come back, watch it for another minute, and just can repeat that. So one person can count up to 48 views. So, yeah. Hey. Look at that. Great. The amazing viewership. Doctor Who couldn't be in a better place, right?
Yep.
Hey, Devil, you want to watch all of Doctor Who with me?
Hell no.
I'm already watching. I'm already reviewing it with you, you moron. You don't need devil.
You are reviewing it with me, but I want to torture somebody else with me.
No. Don't torture devil. You torture him once a week as enough as it is.
That's true.
No, like I said, after the specials, I'm done. I'm not watching Who no more.
You never watched
the only reason
special?
I didn't watch the Christmas special.
I know that's a special. That was a part of the specials.
No, just the anniversary ones, the ones with Tina. Like I said, I was gonna stop when I didn't watch the Jodie Whittaker. I said I'm gonna listen to people who I trust their opinion. They'll tell me if it's worth even giving my time to. Everyone said it was shit, so I stayed away. And so I watched the specials just because I was like, I'm gonna give it, see is it worth trying to get back into, maybe if they're gonna actually do decent with it. When he said he wasn't gonna get rid of the what do you call it,
Timeless
the children. Yeah, Timeless Children arc that they went with, I said nope. And so yeah, I'm not gonna bother.
I forgot to pull this up, but I'll pull it up real fast because when you said Timeless Children, that reminded me because this was also brought up earlier. And hail, Samuel, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, this is what it is. How you guys?
Oh, we're doing just fine. We're talking about Doctor Who while Adam plays video games. This was also something that came out. New Doctor Who companion actress Millie Gibson says upcoming episode will attract a lot of Gen Z and feature many controversial elements.
Okay. This is the first time I've seen her. I didn't give a shit after the first special. I thought she was supposed to be young.
She is young. She's like 20.
She does not look young in that photo.
It's
Yeah, she looks like late 30s, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, there she looks younger, but that one
Kinda. Looks
She's
like
20.
an older person with an Instagram filter on her face.
She has a lot of makeup. But she is actually kind of hot when you look her up. But
You got to cover up all those lines from the crack.
That's right. You come out here, outlets. This was in the Independent. Gibson carefully asserted Ruby has a relationship with the Doctor that I don't think the audience has necessarily seen before. Adam, what has Jed been saying that Millie Gibson herself has come out and said about the relationship between her and the new Doctor is?
Oh, well, It's documented. They're basically going to be two girlfriends gabbing all the time.
Yes. They are basically gay best friends. That's their whole thing. And I had somebody come in my comments today and say, "What are you talking about? They're obviously going to be, people that they're both abandoned orphans. That's how they're going to combine and everything." No, they're gay best friends. And then you continue on. She really humanizes him and balances him to be more like her, really more innocent and pure and human, which is so beautiful to watch. There's a hidden secret with Ruby that rules throughout the whole series. Well, okay, we come back here. She really humanizes him. That's literally every human companion. Outright, every human companion humanizes the Doctor.
It's kind of been their purpose.
Yes, without them, he's a grumpy old man that was willing to just basically kill everything.
Which this one's not supposed to be that.
But he is. But you're right, he's not. But he is. But God fucking damn it. God damn it, Static.
I don't even watch this shit.
You just broke my brain because you're right. He isn't supposed to be that, but at the same time, he is that. And fuck, the rules just don't make sense. But anyways, we come down here. It's also going to have an element of Black Mirror in it. Not so much at the start, but definitely grows darker.
Weird.
That's awesome. I definitely want to compare my Doctor Who, one of the oldest running sci-fi shows, to Black Mirror, one of the newest sci-fi show. That definitely makes sense. Compare Doctor Who to something that's more comparable to Twilight Zone. Yeah. I definitely don't want Doctor Who on my Doctor Who. Yeah. We come down here again. She further declared that the series' upcoming slew of Russell T Davies helmed episodes will attract a lot of Gen Z as they go with the times and represent a lot of faces and themes that are really important to see on television. There's so many controversial elements to this season, the good sort of controversy, and it's what we need to see on our tellies, the actress added. Some people might think this isn't the Doctor Who I know, but I'm really excited to see it. It's really cool that they're doing concepts like these and changing it up. You outright said that you're not doing Doctor Who, you're doing Black Mirror. You're now boasting that you're going to have controversies, good controversies, so more gay. And if you guys, I can't show you the trailer, but if you've seen the trailer, right off the bat, it is gayer than gay. The Doctor's already staring down some white guy back in like Victorian London. And then they have a trans person in Victorian London. On top of that, Gen Z's not going to be coming to watch this. They might tweet about it. They might make TikToks about it, but they're not watching this. You literally don't get Gen Z this way. Being a Gen Zer, what you do is put out a good show and have a bunch of people talking about it over and over again about how they actually like the characters and stuff.
Does Gen Z watch anything that isn't TikTok?
They will. They will come out and watch stuff other than TikTok, but
and TikTok or anime.
They will watch stuff other than TikTok, anime, or The Office.
Okay.
There is a way to do it. It's put out a good thing and get people like actually hyped, not just trans, not just gay. You can't just get Twitter clicks or something like that, or comments on TikTok. You actually have to put work into it. Then they'll come out and watch it. I believe there was actually a large chunk of people that Gen Zers that did come out and watch like House of the Dragon and stuff. They actually did watch that, but they didn't come out and watch freaking Rings of Powder, Rings of Prime, or any of that stuff that was supposed to be tailored for the modern audience, because the modern audience doesn't exist. They still want good content. That's why they watch Office on repeat. That's why they watch Friends on repeat and all these past shows on repeat, because it's good. And they know what they're getting into. You're literally not doing yourself any favor when you're also comparing it to frickin' Black Mirror. I get it. A bunch of Gen Zers liked Black Mirror. Doctor Who's not Black Mirror. Doctor Who's Doctor Who. When did Black Mirror come out, by the way?
Like 6 years ago? 7 years ago?
We're comparing a show that's 60 years old to a show that came out 7 years ago. And not in the way that, you're comparing the younger show to this. You're comparing the older show to this.
I'm way off. according to Google, Black Mirror came out in 2011.
Did it really?
So that would be 12 years. December 4th, 2011.
That long? God.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, Legatus, Gen X watched Friends, but also a lot of Gen Xers towards the earliest you could be a Zoomer is 1997, and a lot of Gen Xers were still watching Friends when early Zoomers were coming out, so Zoomers still also like Friends. They love that stuff. They love those sitcoms for some reason. I don't get it. I don't freaking get it. Okay, so Samuel, other than Doctor Who, do you have anything else you want to add into this, or?
I mean, as far as Doctor Who goes, all I can really say is that for people who are actually fans of that shit, I'm sorry you guys are having to go through the same shit that everybody else who has loved the fandom has had to go through. But the fandom, the IP itself, I have no attachment to whatsoever.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't have attachment to Star Trek, and you guys are getting the final season of Discovery.
We're not getting anything of the kind. That is not happening.
But it's Star Trek. You guys get Star Trek.
It's really not.
No, it's not Star Trek. Not at all.
But it says Star Trek.
Jeremy,
It
shut the fuck
says
up.
Star Trek in the same way that men who like to put on dresses and go into little girls' bathrooms say they're women.
Wait.
Well, it says Star Trek in the same
What?
way that this is calling itself Doctor Who. I knew exactly what he said there.
And by that, I mean it's a lie.
Yeah. We haven't had real Doctor Who since even though I like Capaldi's era, it's solely because of Capaldi. We haven't had real Doctor Who since freaking Matt Smith.
I mean,
No.
my father
Yeah.
watched Doctor Who, and he'd say that you haven't had real Doctor Who since the 60s.
A lot of people will also say that. What's up, Real Wade McClade? Real Wade Nation Gaming.
What did you call him?
Real Wade McClade. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's called retard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quit watching Who a few episodes into Capaldi, and it wasn't his fault. I just thought Clara sucked, and I didn't give a shit. Like, she was boring.
Everybody agrees on that. Everybody hated Clara by the end of it.
I called her pants. She had like no personality. She was great in that episode with Matt Smith where she was like stuck in the fucking oh my god, why am I having a Dermy moment?
Asylum of the Daleks.
Yeah, that one. I like that episode. But I just couldn't. She seemed like she thought she knew too much.
I've
Yeah,
met
she
her
ended up
twice,
becoming
and the first time I met her, she seemed nice, but then the second time, she seemed like she didn't want to even be there.
Yeah.
Listen, Gal's right. It's like Jim Carrey pretending to be Andy. I think it's Hall from the
Hoffman?
new
Andy
Andy
Kaufman.
Kaufman, whatever, from the new Dave Chappelle thing. I'm gonna
Which is
say
pretty
something.
good.
Listen, I'm gonna say something a little controversial.
So
I
nothing
do
new.
like Dave Chappelle, but I prefer Ricky Gervais.
I mean,
I'm
okay.
more of a Ricky Gervais fan.
That's fine. Dave Chappelle's
I
different.
got nothing to say about that. Yeah. It's,
Dave Chappelle-
They have different styles, definitely.
Yeah,
Dave-
Chappelle's definitely more gone into kind of like reminiscing and like a storytelling type thing. Like his comedy act is it like builds up. Like I don't know how to explain.
It's more of a storyteller.
Yeah.
When
he tells anecdotes, and occasionally there's a funny punchline.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my god, have you guys seen it? The Lil Nas X bit was fucking hilarious.
I haven't seen his new special yet.
I haven't
But
watched the new one.
I saw the new Ricky Gervais special with my mom, and that shit had us rolling. Even when they were making fun of us, it was hilarious. My dad was also watching it, and he was at one point crying because it was so funny. I've not seen my dad almost pass out from laughter. That's how funny it was, and he was constantly going like, "Oh, I'm trying to be woke, guys. I'm trying to be woke."
All right, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'll watch the Gervais one tomorrow.
I like the Gervais one was funny. But fuck you, Cloud. Legitimately fuck you. And fuck Camelot for this
What?
shit.
Oh,
Oh God.
That's not gonna help you catch them Smurfs, Garmagal. Just saying.
Gargamel.
Gargamel.
Gargamel,
Fucking
just saying.
Uncultured prick.
Surgery was a success. I have a vagina.
You do know who Gargamel is, right?
Yes, I do know who
Okay.
Gargamel is.
Are you sure?
Yes. He's the villain from the Smurfs.
That's so spot on.
Real quick, Adam, are you playing Genshin?
No.
Okay. Internet Crusader wanted to know.
Is that a true no? Like that felt like a
No.
no.
I don't play Genshin. No. This is one of the Atelier Ryza games.
Jeremy
I've been
knows
playing
Arco
Maneater
Comp.
lately.
Okay. Here we'll do this one because I do find this funny. So let me set it up. Actually, yeah, let's do this, and then I'll save the two ones for last. But so Steamboat Willie is now public domain,
Oh, I know.
which is freaking hilarious.
I've been
And
making a ton of memes with it.
hey, I like it. I saw Kinzo's thing. It was Steamboat Mazza. I've seen a lot of people do it, but ignore what Sophia Narwetz is saying here, because even though I somewhat agree with her, they're doing this because it's the cheapest and easiest route to do this right away. But we're getting movies already and video games. First look and poster for Mickey Mouse Trap, a new Mickey Mouse horror movie releasing in March. Now, it's Steamboat Willie, not Mickey Mouse. So I don't know how this is gonna fare.
Yeah, this one looks like they could be in trouble.
Yeah. Then you have this first trailer for Infestation 88, a new co-op horror game where players are hunted by the original Mickey Mouse. And then you had this Mouse, an upcoming title from I'm not even going to try to say this person's names, looks simply delightful and is a great example of why copyright expiration is so important. Stuff like this couldn't exist without public domain. And I'll just play it. Oh, wait, shit. I don't have my audio on. Here, I'll show this one. Oh, you fucking cocksucker. Welcome to the Goon Platoon, everybody.
You could have made that meme 6 days ago, couldn't you have? Like, just that doesn't have to be public domain. That's
yeah,
very-
they're not gonna hit you for just an image like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're trying to do, Real Wade Nation. You're trying to utilize the whole, like, you're trying to utilize Stream Elements, and Stream Elements doesn't work that way on my thing for some reason. But I see it now. Sorry about that. But he said Hyman is better than current Doctor Who. I can agree with that. But okay, here's that game trailer.
I have a feeling this isn't over yet.
Oh yeah. So good.
That looks like fun.
It does.
That fucking art looks so good.
Forward New America.
So is Popeye in the public domain too?
Apparently next year.
Oh,
Okay, because I'm just curious because it looked like Mickey ate a can of spinach and got super buff there.
oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know if that was. I don't know what that was actually. This actually looks really fun.
Did they actually use the word Mickey?
I don't know.
No, because it's not
thought it-
Mickey that's public domain. I think
Right,
it's just
I thought I
because
saw
in-
it on a thing, but I don't know why this would have had to wait for Steamboat Willie to come out.
Yeah, no, this
Probably
game won't
because of
have to.
likeness.
Not to
Yeah.
mention, well, maybe because I think
mean,
in
it's just
Steamboat
gotta be
Willie,
25% different, right?
in Steamboat Willie, they never mention Mickey's name, do they? So
I
that's
thought on
probably
the- I thought
why
on the-
Steamboat Willie. It's just the Steamboat Willie.
No, but I thought
Kinda
on
thing.
the cover thing it says Mickey Mouse featured in Steamboat Willie.
Does it? I'm
think so.
not sure. That's why I was asking. Is it Mickey Mouse, that iteration of Mickey Mouse that's become public
Well,
domain, or is it just
I don't see
Steamboat
anything
Willie?
that says Mickey
Steamboat
Mouse.
Willie. It's
Yeah.
not
It
Mickey
could
Mouse.
be it could be that iteration of it, because like when Winnie the Pooh went into public domain last year, it wasn't like the Disney versions of that are still
Yeah.
Disney property. It's
Yeah.
the A.A. Milne versions,
Yeah,
the original
exactly.
versions that went into public domain, and you can still use those names and all that stuff. You just can't use the precise likenesses of the Disney versions of those characters.
Yeah. So you can use Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse as Steamboat Willie. You can't use
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse as
Yeah, you got to
Mickey
keep
Mouse.
the hat on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Internet Crusader, yes, a lot of these have been in development for a while, but that's also a lot of them have been sitting on stuff like this. Like those movies that are being announced, those have been sat on probably for at least a year or so, even though they were horror movies. They knew that it was coming and they couldn't announce them until the IP dropped. And then Jack Tar said Mickey Mouse is trademarked, but all the characters in the film are public domain. Okay. How's this Steamboat Willie? I don't know.
Well, like one of the characters that's in it is, obviously a version of Minnie is in it, and so is a version of Pete, but I don't know that they're called those names in that either. It's been a while since I watched Steamboat Willie.
To be fair, they did put this out, and I went over to their Twitter account and saw this. So Steamboat Mouse. Maybe it's just now becoming okay because they do want you to think that it's Mickey, but it's not. But I'm fine with this. It also kind of reminds me of
Game looked fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
It's
it looks great.
it's a mixture of it's an FPS with a kind of Cuphead feel to it as well. On top of Cloud, I'm gonna need your help for this one. There was a kind of internet sensation indie style game, Inky something. That came out a few years ago.
Bendy and the Ink Spots.
Yes.
Huh?
I kind of got that feel to it.
What was that, Cloud?
It's called Bendy and the Ink Spots.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Bendy. Yeah.
And that might just be because Bendy had a bunch of the black and white characters and the music and stuff, because it was supposed to be kind of a take on Mickey Mouse as well and that whole genre. I actually need to play that game. I've been wanting to. I know about it. I just never played it. But are you guys excited to see all the Mickey Mouse, well, not Steamboat Willie works?
No.
I mean,
No, I think it's fun to play around with, but I don't think you can really go too far with it. I mean, there's just not much to Steamboat Willie.
Here's the only thing that matters. This isn't going to cost Disney any money. It's not going to cost them any time or anything. What it is going to be is just embarrassing. It's embarrassing, and they're starting off 2024 with an L, because all they can do is watch people F around with it. Can they probably try and sue some people? Yeah, I'm sure they will, if some of these projects aren't careful. But it's just none of it. And if they start suing them, none of it looks good. It's just one giant PR disaster for Disney. That's what makes this funny. And I can't wait for the porn. Not that I'm going to watch it, just because it'd be funny that it's going to exist.
I mean, it's probably already existed.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there is, but okay.
I mean, Rule 34.
Steamboat Willie. Come on, there's going to be more.
Steamboat not Willie.
Okay, we're gonna get
Steamboat.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the next topic now. Let me get this, because this is gonna be a big one, because we got some more localizer drama going on. So, how many of you guys are up to date on the AI localizer drama?
Not at all.
I don't know what you mean by up to date. Like,
Well, okay. How about, do you know like the vast majority of how this is, where this is, how it
Yeah,
started and where
because
it's
of you.
moved around.
The only
does.
reason I even know about it at all is because of you, and I didn't look that deeply into it. No.
Okay, so we'll get a little deeper now, but as I pretty much have told, AI companies are starting to do AI localization because Western localizers are shit. I went over this in my video. Aspen Gold reacting actually to the whole translation in Dragon Maid, where she mentions just had her name. Jamie Markey's character outright says patriarchy standards and everything like that. That's why she changed her costume, when in the original was people were just staring at me and I wanted to change up. You know, she was getting comments. You then had Jamie Markey recently come out, and I want you guys to remember these dates because these are all on freaking New Year's Eve. Okay, 32 minutes apart, but I normally don't respond positively to death threats, accusations, and assumptions. I wrote the line. I didn't find it cringy. You do. That's fine. What else you got? Okay, the January 31st. December 31st. Remember that. 32 minutes later, because men do not get attacked like I do. The director of the show is a man, the producer, the head writer, yet I'm the only one attacked. I've been attacked for lines I didn't write, while the rage mob ignores the man who wrote the lines. I have a vagina. Get over it. 32 minutes
God, you
later on the
sound
same
so
day.
authentic when you say it like that.
Yeah, that was
Trust me, she's
pretty
a,
lifelike.
she's a
But
Well-
she just contradicted herself within those 32 minutes, didn't she?
She contradicted herself, and we're going to get into some more crazy contradictions. Because remember, she's boasting about it. She's proud that she did it. Then she contradicted herself because she threw the guy under the bus, no longer taking credit. I went to go look into this because apparently she went on a major tirade, outright insane tirade over the weekend, and I guess I'm blocked. I've never tweeted at her. I've never responded to her, but I'm blocked. Well,
But you follow Vic.
that's right. You know what? That might be it. Well, I do have another Twitter account. Shout out to Ballbuster's Twitter, by the way. Over here, this is an older tweet from 2019. Okay, Jamie Markey. Just remember, if there are any line changes in any anime, I think she means in any anime, any script, anything ever that offend anyone who unironically uses terms like SJW and feminist agenda, I wrote them. I wrote them all. You know, she's proud that she's been doing this. She's proud she's doing this. You come over here. For those who maybe forgot, this was on the 29th of December this year. Okay, we're going in a direction here. You come over here to her entire Twitter. She's been tweeting about this all freaking New Year's, and she has a massive tweet thread just posting all sorts of things. Now, yes, there are some legitimate death threats in here. Okay, don't do that. Don't harass her. She's a vile individual. Let her dig her own grave. Okay, but she's now responding to everything. From what I understand, this threat is over one line and a dub released in 2017. Screenshot for those who missed the death threat, 4 likes. Well, yeah. Again, don't condone any of this, and this isn't good. I believe this one is somewhat better. Yeah.
Okay, so essentially what she's doing, right? She's supposed to be translating from Japanese to English for like dubs and that sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay, so and what she's doing is not translating but rewriting lines.
Yes. Because some lines
it could
have
possibly
to be rewritten.
Sure, and there's some stuff that doesn't translate directly between the languages. I understand that, but it sounds like she's writing stuff she wants.
Yes.
And not trying to find the best equivalent to what's actually being said. And it's never occurred to her that that's what's pissing people off, that it's not accurate.
Well, I mean, I could pull up the video real quick of her response. Let me see. Do I still have it? Apparently I got rid of it. Well, she was at a actual convention. Oh no, it's right here. It's right here. This is her actual response to people criticizing her for that. So I'll come right here. I'll even full screen it for you.
So how would you like to respond to that kind of criticism?
To the criticism, like, I have a vagina, deal with it. Like, it's honestly, that's the truth. I am a woman. I am a funny woman. We are all talented, funny, powerful women. We are out here. It's going to happen. Deal with it. I'm sorry you're not getting laid. It's not about you. Move on.
Yeah, that's where she takes all the criticism. Oh, she does it again in this whole tirade.
I have a question.
She
Yeah.
didn't respond to any of that. She just started insulting people.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's worse, calling yourself funny or calling yourself alpha?
They're pretty
Funny.
close.
Calling yourself funny. I'm sorry. If you're calling yourself funny, you're not funny. And being funny is super simple.
Yeah,
I'm pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think girls can be funny, but she ain't.
Yes. Well, you start looking through these. Yes, this one's bad. I have no idea where this whole line comes from, so I'm not a good one. Okay, but you come here. I wrote the word patriarchy in 2017. Yeah, but you also still agree with this. Someone find this. See you next Tuesday at these events and pelt her with rotten eggs. I can't make it myself, or else I would. Again, don't harass her or assault her, but you know why this is beginning, and they keep getting a little bit better. Now they can't possibly be mad at me because I'm a woman. The patriarchy told us to come here to give you hell for trying to ruin anime with your mental illness of thinking you're oppressed. Go back in the kitchen and shut your mouth, because every time you talk, you just show people how much the patriarchy was needed in your life. I mean, that's a good roast.
It is, but it's not helping.
It's not helping, but a lot of these aren't helping. She's obviously also taking like the worst of the worst. Like, again, there was a pretty bad one here, and there was one here, and there was another one throughout this that, somebody else told her to off herself. But it was just a constant tirade, and some stuff I agree. Don't be saying this. Oh, you got this one. Yeah, I'm actually delighted that my work offends these people. The Yahtzees were defending their country from Satanists. The history we've been taught is, okay, that's not a good one. You see all these that I saw some good ones earlier, and I should have marked them down. Like, some of these I agree with, and some of these I don't. This isn't good. We're considering that vagina and see you next Tuesday are synonymous. Trust me when I say that dealing with you requires crowdsourcing. Don't use spam, but I kind of agree at the same time. She's just
You gotta
insane.
outsource that shit.
Yes. It was a constant tirade, and there was one where she said, "I didn't do it. It was from 2017. I didn't do all this," but yet we go back here to just a few days prior. You boast about it, and then we go back to your exact tweets. You boast about it.
Devil.
You're proud of it.
Yeah.
Devil, I think we found another use for our Indian sex worker line. Like, hello, my name is Suresh. I am here to take complaints for you.
But I've showed this little graphic a number of times already. Just here. I'm gonna open it up in a new thing. Open images in new tab. Here's just a myriad of different localizers boasting about how proud they are that they fucked everything up and how wonderful it is. And my favorite one to always point to is this guy. The true joy of localization really is seeing what you can get away with. Well, we had a new one also pop up today. You guys ready to listen to this one? It's only 6 seconds, but it's
Hold
wonderful.
on, wait.
It's on Crunchyroll.
Before you play that, did you also see that one? Hold on.
Did you just say a shiny when we were trying to go through a topic?
I'm not talking about shiny.
I'm pretty sure you said a shiny.
I'm telling. What I was saying is that there was some localizer that was tried claiming, "Oh, if you don't like it, well, the translation wasn't made for you."
I didn't see that, and I kind of want to find it.
That is one of this most disgusting thing about people on the left is this: they take joy in destroying stuff. I get if you're doing something and you think you're right about you think you're doing right by it, you're thinking, and it turns out bad. Everyone makes mistakes. Things can go wrong sometimes when you have the best intentions. But these people literally get joy from fucking shit up, like destroying franchises.
We
Well,
got
go
to own
back-
the chuds.
Well, you go back to that entire Twitter thread that I did with not Monica Real, Jamie Markey. Listen, a lot of that stuff I highly disagree with. You're kind of being dicks, and she's right to call out. But at the same time, you brought it on yourself when you continue to boast that you're proud of this. I can't defend you at that point. I can just say, hey, don't do this. But here's another one. Some translators can't do their job properly. I hope they have fun at Unemployed Anonymous. I agree, because here's a new one.
Some dudes just can't handle a woman's body. You two have fun at Incels Anonymous. Some dudes.
Huh?
Some dudes just can't handle a woman's body. You two have fun at Incels Anonymous.
That looks like redo of Healer.
I wouldn't know. But
Well, I watched it when it came out because, everybody was watching. I was like, okay, I got to see what this one's all about now. And it was straight up porn. And if you're doing that show has all kinds of problems to begin with.
Well, it's on Crunchyroll.
Well, it was on everywhere. Anywhere, it doesn't matter. But still, if you're making that line in redo of Healer, you've got a problem.
Internet Creator says it's not redo of Healer. I have no idea where this is from, but here you go.
I also saw another example before where they added poggers into some anime.
Well, I mean, Bounding in the Comics did a wonderful thread that I so kindly bookmarked where they just give all sorts of examples in honor of current reckoning against poor meme-riddled, politically motivated Japanese to English translations in anime, manga, and video games allow us to provide proof that such butchering is not rare, but rather the industry norm. Don't believe us? Read on. And you take a look at some of these, the world ends with you. Localization changes script to insert anti-capitalist dialogue line. Western localizers upset. River City Girls 0 offers option for more literal translation. Claim their work is being disrespected. Good. Resurfaced interview sees Skies of Arcadia translator admit localization team rewrote a lot of the dialogue completely. Samuel's back, by the way.
Sorry, hit a button.
No, you're good. You have Netflix English dub of Tiger and Bunny 2 changes dialogue to have Golden Ryan criticize outdated gender norms and declare himself a feminist. And the list just goes on and on and on. I don't know how many examples. I brought up this example to you guys with the one where the girl basically wants to fuck her dog. Memes being put in, mansplaining. You have Lolicon with pedo, which yes and no. Ruining hype moments. The Dangers in My Heart having stuff mansplaining in it. Adam's actually brought this one up a lot. Viz Media censors lewd dialogue related to, not going to be able to say this person's name, Goel from global localization of Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War, so on and so forth. Just constantly going on. This is not an isolated incident. This literally is industry standards, and I get it. There's some good voice actors within the industry that just want to do a job. They just want to put stuff out. They disagree a lot of times. Some of them who disagree also come out and virtue signal, trying to, hey, we're fine, we're good, we're fine. Hey, don't come at us. It's not going to work. What you guys basically have to do is stand up and actually call this shit out, or else your industry's dead. Nobody's going to care anymore, and AI is going to kick you all out. And I'm not going to defend it. Well, I'm not going to defend you because you're letting this happen. This is pervasive in the industry, and the sad thing is, I don't know how it stops. Hello?
You fire everybody.
AI. I mean,
Well,
once,
AI, yeah.
Well, there's that, but the biggest problem that anime industries have now it's starting to kind of fix itself, especially with Matsuri Productions coming into effect. The fact that Amazon's stepping into dubbing, Netflix does dubbing as well now, even though they're imperfect. Before it was literally just Funimation and Viz Media.
Doesn't Mr. Mignana got something going on with that as well?
Yeah, that's the Matsuri Productions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's helping out there, but that's a very small spot, and they're still working very hard on their own anime that was supposed to be out last year, and they said that they ran into a bunch of issues because it's not easy to dub an anime. It is extremely hard, but because you have such limited amount of companies to actually go through here, Japan's also kind of strained up, and they're kind of dealt with like monopoly situations. Because beforehand, again, it was like Viz Media and Funimation were the only places actually doing dubbing work. So you had to.
Did you see what that thing about with Funimation? How they bought the dubbing rights to interspecies reviewer, so no one else would be able to dub it, but they don't want to dub it because they think it's sexist and misogynistic.
Oh, they did that a lot. That one of the actual issues in regards to Attack on Titan was something similar to that, where the dubbing company was it was either Attack on Titan or it was something else, but the dubbing company was basically fucking around with the anime. Because they're like, it's popular anyways, and you're gonna come to us, so we're just gonna give you the lowest bid ever, and you're not gonna go anywhere else. This is the best place you can get through here. Like they brutally fuck these people over, and it's like I don't blame them. Eventually they're going to get to a point where they'll do all their dubbing on their own, they'll do all their subbing on their own like they're doing right now, and they won't need you anymore. They're finding their workarounds. And if the good voice actors want to keep their jobs, you need to start speaking up and calling this shit out. Again, and I actually learned about this today. There's only one anime in history that Japan has literally given the okay for Americans to do whatever they wanted with the dialogue. And Adam and I watched it. It was Ghost Stories.
God, that show was awful.
That's the only one.
In the first 10 minutes, you have somebody shoving there a tirade about George Bush and Republicans.
Yes.
No, jeez.
You have George Bush and Republicans. You have racist slurs left, right, and center. And begs the question, why are these people so, woke and virtue signaling now? Oh, it's because of things like that. Because they don't want to get canceled.
So the Japanese companies that produce these animes and then they send them to these companies to get dubbed or whatever, they still own the properties. How are they not raising more hell about shit like this?
They do. But again, they're kind of hogtied. They only have so many companies they can go through, and they get fucked over a lot of the time.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of times the mothership doesn't always know what's going on.
More
I
of
was
the
gonna say,
creators.
because if I were them, I'd go to this bitch's superior and I'd be like, "Look, you need to put somebody else in charge of this shit because she is fucking it up,
Well, you also have to understand,
and we're paying you to do a job."
What's going on is that a lot of times they are also trying to infest the motherships at the same time with this shit. And we've heard stories that they've made some, let's just say, progress in getting in there and damaging the socio stuff of Japan with their woke nonsense. Well, yeah. Damn, I can't see. But yeah, it's like Jeremy's right when he says there's a lot of little factors in there at a part of it, and part of it's not always knowing. Part of it is there are limited localizers. So,
and Gal's also right. They only just recently started seeing everything. They only started actually getting seen what's changing here or there, because this industry was built on trust, mega trust. Because a lot of, let's face it, majority of dub watchers don't know how to speak Japanese, so they're not going to go to the sub. And they're not going to actually watch the original dialogue because they don't understand what's going on there. So it's all about trust. Then you have the fact that it wasn't for basically Twitter and stuff. Nobody would be seeing this in the first place. Nobody would be able to pick out what lines here or there. And some people will just probably go what was that? I guess that was in the original. Okay, then. And then on top of that, you also have the issue that Japan does allow for minor derails from their actual script, because again, the translation issues, cultural norms and stuff like that are different between each country. So they do allow for this stuff. So that's how they kind of weasel it in through paperwork is, well, you allowed for it. You allowed us to put this in there.
Well, then it's time to stop.
But Ivan was actually talking about it today on Side Scrollers. When you compare like manga that is dubbed over in Mexico or subbed in Mexico, it's basically 1 for 1. Yeah, with small iterations just for cultural norms, but it is night and day compared to what Mexico gets and what we get.
Yeah.
It's honestly terrifying.
I mean, I don't know if I start getting into more anime, maybe I just start looking at the Mexican localizers then, because I actually do understand a little bit more Spanish.
Yeah, but dude, the fan subbing community is alive and well.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's one of the reasons the AI began. Let's be. I'm gonna be honest. The reason the AI thing started up is because they got tired of fan subbers basically pirating everything, because that's money not going to them. And I feel bad because the fan subbers should be the ones actually doing all the work. These are the people that actually care about these projects. And
yeah, they should be hiring those people.
Yes, but the voice acting and the anime industry gatekeeps. But gatekeeping's wrong, you know? It's not like they kicked out an entire guy just because he was more popular, he was male, and had conservative views. Not like that happened. I stand with Vic, by the way. Gotta love this. Gotta fucking love this. I still want to know why Jamie Markey blocked me. You're probably right, Cloud, that it was because I follow Nick and Vic Mignogna, but god damn. Okay.
Yeah, probably just a block bot.
Yeah. Okay, I got 3 other things. You know what? I'm going to talk about this because I really do agree with this guy's post, and I do find it sad. But how many of you guys saw? You guys have been noticing like the shots at Comicsgate going on recently?
You said one happened today. I missed it. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, you faded out on that. What was it?
So there was a shot on BBC today, obviously, in regards to Comicsgate.
When I was listening for it, and
it was more towards the end. I think Mueller had just left, or he was just about to leave, and as says he threw out a bunch of trash. He was waiting for 3 years for it, and he threw out a bunch of trash.
Oh, that's really subtle. That's really subtle.
Yeah, that's really subtle. And then the way you ended up figuring out is when Gary says, "Oh yeah, I backed that too." It ain't gonna come to me because I've moved houses 3 times since then.
Okay, you see that was super subtle. I remember that exchange, and I didn't catch it.
Yeah, it was crazy subtle. But there's been, let's be fair, everybody's kind of just starting to say the quiet part aloud because they're getting tired of all the drama in regards to Rippaverse haters and stuff like that. I'm just being honest here, and yeah, I don't deny this guy's post right here because this was a whole thread on Twitter that even Eric July himself quote tweeted. And outside of one person, I agree. But this past month, there has been a lot of talk around at Eric July, and how he is negatively affecting the indie comics. But I'm going to show you where the true threat lies, and that it is unfulfilled books from Comicsgate. I have backed 154 campaigns since 2020, gradually slowing my backing as time went on due to fulfillment dates unofficially being pushed back. Out of my 156 backings, I still have not received 26 of those, a total of $1,119 tied up in books I do not know when or if I will receive. Creators taking money and not delivering on the products they promised is what damages #indie comics, especially when you see these same creators are working on other projects while their own collects dust. This builds distrust and pushes customers away. I'm going to share screenshots of these backings from my contribution list. Take a look if you wish. All these are over a year late. Many of them are 2+ years late. Enjoy. And you know, you got Fragaboom, Black Flag. I don't even know what this guy is. Holger, the Last Viking. Shinobi Sasquatch Book 1. Hammer, A Post of Ragnarok, Tale by J whatever. He's not wrong, you know. And then I saw a cash grab. This is the only one I can honestly defend.
Yeah. There's a defense for Cecil, and that one actually is shipped. That's gone out, and
Yes.
everybody's got
Well,
it.
and Cecil quote tweeted this one and saying, "Hey, get at me. You should have gotten those."
Yeah. I mean, and again, there was a legitimate thing. He was in a divorce, and he was legally tied up, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah, and it wasn't just any divorce. She thought she had a right to that money.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why this is the only one I can honestly defend out of all these. But you know, it keeps going on. Thunder Smoker, Snowman, and Cold Day in Hell. A Cold Day in Hell. Ethan Van Sciver's Rainbow the Brute.
Fracture's been waiting on his for like a year.
I didn't even know that was
two
a
of those.
thing.
I mean, both of those, Snowman and of course Rainbow the Brute, that's both under Ethan's label. And the guy he set that one up for, that one hasn't come to fruition. And Ethan put out Rainbow the Brute because the Comicsgate base kept telling him, "Oh, do it," and then he did the crowdfund, but he had 3 other projects that he was working on, and then he decided to become a toy maker in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Gallet wasn't, because they weren't going to get those Doctor Who stuff. They already said that wasn't coming. They basically lost their money. When he said the 3-year mark, that was the key to figuring it out. And also the fact that, well, this is becoming an ongoing thing between the two of them. Like they're tired of it now.
I get this.
Godlike.
The
War
upset
Party.
about this stuff, like you put out, you back something, and that is with the understanding that you will be receiving a product in return.
Yeah.
And I understand where people are upset, but I got to stress here too. This is like you were saying about the other thing. It's very trust based. It's a risk. It's an investment risk.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yes,
and you got to understand that going in.
The reason why this is coming up is because you have people going after Ripa. You've got these people going after Ripa, and he delivers. The guy fucking every time I order a book, it comes earlier now.
Well, I mean,
No, and I agree. That's it's idiotic of them to be talking shit when they haven't gotten their products out, and they shouldn't be doing that.
Let me play devil's advocate for a second with you, Samuel. There was trust built because the original wave of first generation Comicsgate stuff most of it got delivered and brought out. It's then as they all got more involved in being YouTubers, and they all got more involved in doing other things, and then is when it all slowed down and the delays began, and here we are 3 years later, and a lot of these products haven't gotten. And that's not true for all of Comicsgate. Some of them have delivered, but the majority have not.
No.
Well, if the guy's pointing out that these people are saying that Ripa's hurting the comics, independent comic space, he's pointing out that they're the ones, because if you do this kind of stuff, you make promises and you don't deliver, you make it where it's harder for other people who are planning on delivering to get backed. You're putting a distrust in the actual community for these things. Am I gonna actually give money to the next guy no matter how much I like his comic if the past 2 or 3 I haven't got what I was promised? So they're doing more damage to the independent comic than Ripa could, but so it's just the pointing out they're full of shit.
Right, and when they come out with the hypocrisy, they're damaging their own reputations here as well.
Yeah.
Real quick, Gal did say that I misremembered that. I could have swore it was that, especially because Gary did actually tweet out that all the because of all the haters, you guys are going to be getting your comics back because obviously they're done. He did that over the weekend as well. So like they're all taking the pot shots again because it doesn't make sense. We paid for these books, and on one guy, the big frog father himself. Let's be real here. 3 years to put out a fucking book. Yet you're going around promoting toys, putting out merchandise over and over again, promoting everybody else's book, but you have 3 years on how many different books that you haven't even delivered on? Come on. This is getting ridiculous. And then you start talking about more projects, more things, more this and that, but you haven't even delivered on several of your things. That starts adding trust issues. Are we ever going to get our projects? Are we ever going to get our stuff? Are you ever actually going to fulfill us? Or are you just dragging us along as you continue your freaking drama shit?
Well, in larger picture here, the bigger problem that this creates is like even if everything goes smoothly with Rippaverse and they're consistent and their products are quality and they're on time and you never have any problems with that one company, this does create a larger problem with the industry of crowdfunding as a whole, because if more and more creators are falling behind on their shit and more of them are not delivering their stuff, more and more people are not going to be willing to risk their money on new projects from new creators because that trust is gone.
Yeah. Outright. And listen, I don't want to shit on Comicsgate.
No, look, so I love Cyberfrog. I got the fucking poster on my wall. Like I love Cyberfrog. EVS can draw like a motherfucker. How many $1 million campaigns has EVS had?
3.
At least 3, right? How come he hasn't been able to ship quicker? I think that's part of their problem is like Rippaverse is upping the ante of expectations on these things. And people like EVS who have had the $1 million campaigns didn't choose to invest that into a business type thing. And they're...
I can explain that. I have an answer because again, like you, I was a very dedicated Comicsgate watcher for a lot of years. I defended them. I enjoyed them. I laughed a lot of good times.
Yeah.
You know what EVS did? He didn't hire people. He hired family and friends to run his warehouse. He didn't actually turn it into a business. He was delegating that kind of responsibility there. And it's not really a business. It's just a warehouse full of people he knows who he doesn't have to pay a lot or he doesn't have to pay at all.
Right.
And that's what it is.
All I know is you can't sustain a so-called movement when only 60% of what you promise you fulfill. It's that's the thing. They want comics. Oh, Comic-Gate's growing. Comic-Gate this. Well, how long is it going to stand when, like I said, only 60% of what you keep promising people you're actually bringing forward? It's just kind of,
And I'm not here to shit on Comicsgate. Like I'm not. I would like Comicsgate to do good. I would like Comicsgate to live on very long. But if you're not putting shit out, and I mean, Gary, this is why I thought that comment today was, aimed at Comicsgate, is because Gary outright tweeted it out over the weekend. Good news. All of those indie comic creators that have time to bitch about Eric July must be done with their books that you paid for. You should be seeing them all soon. Man. How many of these do we see? And I mean, I may or may not have, saw this dude make a comment, and I may or may not have quote tweeted it.
Vito.
Didn't Vito have to delay his comic? We're seeing this over and over and over again. That's why people are starting to, speak up because you're all angry at this.
Like they're mad on it. Honestly, it's jealousy. It's because Rip is doing well. It's because Rippa is making them look bad with his work ethic and his productivity, and which they could easily I understand that it costs money to print these books and to ship them out and to package them up and all of that stuff, but you can work towards that. They don't appear to be doing that, and I'm not saying that all of them aren't. I'm just saying that given how late a lot of these projects are, it seems like a lot of that stuff's fallen off. And so they're spending more time bitching about his productivity because they're frankly envious of it.
Yeah.
He's making them look bad.
On top of this, all you really need to do is communicate with your audience. If you're having a rough time doing fulfillment, if you're having these issues, discuss it with your audience. You don't see a whole lot of people.
That's another big thing is because they won't say shit. Like Indiegogo has a thing for updates, and they won't say a fucking thing if it's late.
Yeah, communicate with your investors, guys.
Even go on a stream and just say something like freaking Shad. Okay, Shad filled you in every step of the way and told you why his book was basically a year late. They were getting fucked around Dewey printers and shit like that. There was issues left, right, and center. He talked to you about it. If you talk to people about this stuff, a lot of this issue starts going away. A lot of these complaints start going away. But when you're not talking to us, you're bitching on fucking Twitter, you're trying to stir up drama over and over and over again, and you're not fulfilling shit, but yet you're starting up new projects. Trust starts waning.
It's this. I said it before. The whole thing with Ripa, I hate when people sit there and tell you you're hating on someone because you're racist or whatever like that. And so I don't want to put it on certain people that they have some ulterior motive why they're hating on Ripa. It's fine. Just if you're gonna hate on somebody, give your criticism. Be honest about it. Because like I said, if you say that you hate Ripas because you don't like the art, okay, that's completely legitimate. You don't have to like that art. But with Vito and all these other people who just say they hate him and they come up with all this bullshit that it makes no sense and is easily disproven, what can they expect but people start to, see them as just phony bullshit. And so I talked about it the other day. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I don't want to hear about it. Fuck all this
I
crap.
get that. That's the biggest problem here. Is the drama is causing all this? Is because of all the fucking drama, because of all the bitching, because of every ounce of this, everybody's starting to fight and everybody's getting tired of it.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Some of these people are drama farmers.
Yeah. We can name one in particular. I could actually name 3 off the top of my hand.
But I mean, there are some of them who care more about being an internet personality in now. They care more about doing the YouTube. They care more about farming engagement on Twitter than actually doing what they were paid for already to do.
No,
they aren't just being an artist anymore. Or trying to make a product. At least that's
That's they've transitioned into something else, but they still took that money, and that's the problem. Like I have been walking away from comics for a while now, and it's not necessarily just because everything's been bad. I've just been less interested in that medium as I've gotten older. And but even if Eric July's books are shit, which I don't know, maybe they're awesome, maybe they're terrible. I have not read them. I can't speak to that. But even if they were, they're still a fucking product.
They're not the greatest thing ever.
You're absolutely right.
And I'm even like some of these guys I outright hate. Vito and Dick Masterson, I hate you.
But they're
I'm not
Comicsgate.
Well, Vito has been trying to get into comics.
He's trying to get co-opted in,
Yeah, he's trying to get into it and everything, and he has been working very hard on that. Going on streams with the EBS and stuff, and that's one of the big reasons.
Wait! He's actually been on. Ethan's actually let him on a stream.
Yeah.
Well,
been on,
on his channel, or was it just on other channels?
It was on John Della Rose, but they've been they have communicated together.
EBS stands up for Vito.
Well, drama. The whole reason Vito got involved in criticizing Eric was outright to promote his comic. The whole reason Dick Masterson got involved in criticizing Eric was because it was a quest for relevancy. That's the only reason this is going on. This is why the drama is getting so fucking annoying, is because everybody sees it. Everybody knows the truth. And then in regards to the biggest one, we know you're only doing it for drama farming. That's the only reason.
In regards to the Masterson stuff, with everyone chiming in on that, I've lost pretty much all interest now. And I whatever. If you guys all want to be gay, fine. I don't care.
I stopped watching YouTubers over that shit.
Yeah.
Just because it kept getting brought up over and over again. I stopped watching Ricada because even if that wasn't his intention, it constantly came up over and over again. I'm like, look, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
The fucking people in the chat kept bringing it up too.
I also stopped watching Jack Show because of that. But
so I stopped watching Jack Show because it got boring as shit.
And also because John kept constantly shitting on anime and saying, "Oh, only pedophiles like that."
Well, see, that's another reason that I talked about this earlier in a discussion we had.
I mean, you're a perv cloud.
The problem with Comicsgate in a lot of ways is when they talk about the shit they know, they're spot on. They have cogent things to say. But then when they decide to weigh in on shit they don't know about, they become complete assholes. And it's obvious they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
And I'm gonna say this. If you're pro EBS, if you're pro Dick Masterson, if you're pro all these guys, I don't care.
Right.
You can watch my content all the same. I'm not going to really bring it up. I just wanted to bring it up because actually I wasn't planning on this, but Samiel brought kind of connected it together, the whole thought process of trust, connecting it to the manga and everything. I wasn't planning on that, but it worked out all the same. I just want to have a good time. That's all it is. And this drama is just grinding my gears. I'm tired of seeing it. And I'm tired of seeing one individual outright be fucking Ethot, constantly having to dick ride fucking Dick Masterson. God fucking damn her.
Oh, somehow she got into my fucking feed.
She put out a video today and she looks like a goddamn troll doll from hell.
She did a weird Yaira thing, didn't she?
No.
You
she
sure?
Was Supergirl. She was Supergirl today.
Oh.
Here, I put in the Ballbusters thing. I'll pause it. I'm just gonna be honest. She looks like a troll doll from hell. This makeup and everything is not doing it for you, honey.
Because I noticed she named her show for canon's sake.
I didn't see that.
Oh, maybe I saw a different. Oh, I saw something different.
She looks like a troll doll from hell.
Is this that autistic boobs chick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, honey. Your makeup, the wig, everything. This is not doing it. This is
I just
terrifying.
remember her boobs.
That's the only reason I follow her is because every so often, you get to see something nice. And when she's in a decent outfit, they look nice.
We could just Google that shit.
Yeah, I know. But Cloud, last time I Googled her stuff, I saw her boyfriend.
What, you didn't like that?
Damn it.
He makes me look like a mandingo. He makes me feel big.
He makes you feel big.
What the?
He makes Asians feel big.
I don't want to play this game. I don't want to play this game.
Well, now see, Adam. It's too late. Now you're already thinking about the size.
He's
of Derby's
below
penis.
average in Asia. That's the truth. Ricada does stand up. I don't know that. Listen. I haven't watched Ricada for a while. I like Ricada. I think Ricada got brought into this unfairly, but he should have kind of seen it coming. I'm not going to say Nick Ricada should do anything to his friend. I can't do that. Okay.
I don't really care if he's friends with Vito or whoever, Masterson. I don't care. That's his business. But I'm tired of the topic.
I am too.
Yeah.
This is her review on like Alpha Core or some shit. I don't know, but
she's gonna talk about how I've seen just weird comments from her on it, and I don't care. I just don't care. Although the for canon's sake thing might get her in trouble, I'm not gonna lie.
It shouldn't.
No, just naming it that. It depends if he has that trademarked.
Right.
Listen, all I gotta tell you is I'm not impressed with them at all. I think they're just trolls now, and I'm tired of them.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Did you enjoy the video I sent you in DM?
No, I'm not looking. Not looking, but I think it's about here. I got one last thing, and then we'll wrap this up because this was funny. So, have you guys heard about the weightlifter girl drama today?
Weightlifter?
Oh, with the chick who was wearing the pants that were painted on, and you could see all the way up into her intestines.
Oh.
She did have bikini bottoms on.
No, I'm aware of that, but like you could see everything.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
No, this is a different chick.
You're talking about
Sam,
you're talking about the girl who was stretching on the machine. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
The Asian chick. Yeah. You could see your fucking tonsils, man.
I didn't see that one, but this is the one I was talking about where apparently she's a kick streamer, so okay, that tells you that she was just too much for Twitch, or she wants more money, so there's that. But guy in the gym presses me for wearing painted pants, and yes, it is going around that she was full naked, but she
gets fucking
on.
dragged in the comments too.
You don't have clothes on. You need to be out of here now. I do have clothes on. That's fine.
Go closer.
How's your wife? That's fine. I work in the industry enough to know. I work in the entertainment field.
He's saying you need to leave. He's not.
No, not a bunch of her. Cool.
I mean, she's covered. So.
Yes.
He works in the entertainment industry, and he knows that that's body paint. I think he's a gay guy, and
yeah,
he's not wrong for kicking her out.
The man's got a point, because like wearing a bikini bottom like that is unsanitary in a gym.
Mm-hmm. There was a story from 2017 where a guy came into a gym in a Speedo and was kicked out.
And he should have been.
Yeah. People, legitimately, people don't want to see. Listen, I like gym outfits. There's some pants out there that I'm like, you know what? I don't mind seeing that.
What?
Never
Never mind.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I know where your brain was going with that. My brain was going the straight route for once.
God, look at those balls. I want to dangle them on
Right?
my forehead.
Like, what the?
Anyways, but let's be fair. At the same time, there's a level of this is just too fucking inappropriate.
Well,
this is a gym.
This is inappropriate dress for public anyway, because and I hate to be that guy, and I know that everybody's like, oh well, you're saying she's asking for it, she was dressed that way. She's kind of asking for it dressing that way.
Yes. No, I actually somewhat agree with you. If you're gonna listen, I like them booty shorts. I like them really like tight booty shorts that suck up and you can see basically everything. Those are nice things to look at.
Look, man, you go out in public like this, and like the 90% of dudes are not going to try anything, but there are some animal fuckers out there who will.
Yes, like
the second they'll see this as an invitation, and they will fucking hurt a woman over this.
Fucking brony.
Look, the thing is I get that gyms, it's hard to say you can't use your phone in a gym, because there's a lot of people, you check your stuff. There's also a lot of people that record themselves not to cause, TikTok, but because they're actually checking out their form as they're doing it. And, there's a purpose to it. I get it. So you don't want to be a gym owner and say you don't have your phone out in the gym. I get it. But what I would do if I was a gym owner is put a fucking sign up that says, don't come in my fucking gym in anything you don't want people to ogle you in.
Don't come in my gym at all.
There's also...
gym at all. But don't come out here in a fucking skimpy ass top and then bitch when guys are checking you out. If you're a dude, don't come out, out here looking like some fucking greased up dude in a fucking pants halfway up your ass or whatever, gym shorts, and then fucking bitch if somebody says, ugh,
Well, there's also there's gym etiquette, and every gym has like a dress code. That's another thing. You also look right here, like she did get community noted. The man in the video is protecting the overall gym etiquette, according to which you should wear clothes suitable for exercise. Wearing unsuitable clothes or none at all is considered to be disrespectful towards the other. It is also a hygiene risk to others.
Well, yeah, she's going to sweat and paint all that, get that paint all over whatever she fucking sits on and whatnot.
Yes.
Like,
well, and not everybody cleans off the fucking benches when they're done using them. That's a hygiene risk to her too.
She's the biggest fucking moron out there. She did this on purpose. She knew what she was doing, and any idea that she thought that this was okay is fucking retarded.
Oh, by the way, I guess this is her apology tweet where people have also said it's satire and she's not actually apologizing.
It's not. That's not called satire. That's just her being a cunt.
Yeah, that's like a prank gone wrong.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you guys didn't like my thing. Well, I was just kidding.
You guys didn't like me pulling my dick out on FNT. It was a joke, guys. It was a joke, fake.
That's exactly that kind of energy.
Did we ever find out if it was one of those Wizenators or not?
He said it was real.
Did we believe him though?
Yeah, he's not exactly a straight shooter.
I don't want to play that game.
I mean, you could tell because his stream was all over the place.
Yeah. Listen, he was old. I'm pretty sure Adam understands that too.
The kidney stones
sometimes
made it bend.
Yeah, sometimes it gets very hard, to whiz right. It's okay. Age.
At least I can find my dick.
My dick's usually in your mom. So let's wrap this shit up.
You saying you're fucking my 80-year-old mom?
Yes, I am.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm gonna fuck you up, bitch.
I mean, I hate to ask the obvious question here, but how is she?
She doesn't have dementia, so it's all consensual.
I'm sorry, Adam. I'm really sorry.
I'm going to murder Dermy in Minecraft one day. It's going to be grisly, and we're going to record it, and we're going to celebrate it.
Oh,
the world! I will be found not guilty because I will have done the world a favor.
Anyways, let's go around the horn and wrap this shit up. Devil made me do it. How are you?
Good. Devil made me do it. Nalek 3 on the Twitters. Check out Beelzepub every Saturday in the morning, and check out Get Ranked every Sunday. And then I'm on everybody else's channel. Just look around for me.
I do like 6 shows with Devil.
I'm gonna be.
Aren't all but this one over Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, most of them.
Like 7, 8 of them. My shows are on Saturdays.
Static. Where can the individuals out there find you?
Yeah, you could find me on my channel Static 2020. There's looking like there should be a decent amount of Epstein videos coming out soon. I've got one about the police investigating a for lack of better term for YouTube, sexual misconduct affair in the Facebook metaverse. And Thursday, we got the weekend pregame at 5:30 Pacific time with Know Me Without You, and we're going to talk about the Mandela effect.
Oh,
Tell her I said hello.
I have to be on good behavior, don't I?
You're fine. She came on another time, and it was a shit show.
Dude,
I watched
Nomi's
that
been
episode.
unengaged, dude.
And that was Steve's fault.
I try to be nice around some people. And Nomi, listen, Nomi seems like a very kind person, and I don't want to.
She streamed with my brother.
You haven't pissed her off.
She
She'll cut your fucking
streamed with
balls
my
off,
brother.
dude.
It's all good. And my brother
Anyway.
went on one that show because it somehow ended up talking about dating and shit. And you know my brother's a whore.
Yeah. Yes, I know what good behavior is. Okay. By the
Heck.
way, real quick, I do have 2 new channels. Dermy Wormy Live is one of them. At the end of this stream, this is actually going to be unlisted, and I'm going to end up re-uploading it over Dermy Wormy Live. If you guys want to go subscribe over there, yeah, that'd be nice. Samuel,
Yo,
where can people
I'm
find
Samuel the Infamous. Sometimes you can find me on the channel of the same name, just not this week.
Naughty corner.
Yeah. So you can also find me over on the YouTube channel Exile Lioness 2. We should still be up and running for our regularly scheduled programs. It just won't be on YouTube. So check out at Hentai Surprise on Twitter. And with any luck, I think I got this Rumble thing figured out. So we hopefully will be streaming to Rumble as well. Yeah, come check us out. A little bit all over the place.
I'll say streaming to Rumble, even through StreamYards, it takes a little bit to just getting used to it. Once you do, it's still a pain in the ass, but it's
And then they're going to change it all in like 3 months.
Are they really?
Yeah. They've got static URLs coming.
They're in beta right now. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways, Gal, I've shown you my good behavior, but with you, it's a little different. Okay. Cloud.
Yes.
Go.
Hi, I'm Cloud. You can find me on Twitter making memes and making fun of Dermy and Kenzo and everyone. And you can catch me back here again on Friday for Ballbusters.
That's right, and we'll have Epic Mike on this week.
And I can already see the Blab Simp memes coming.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Jew,
Embrace
go.
the memes, Cloud. You'll be happier.
What'd you just call me, bitch?
I called you a Jew, so go ahead.
No.
Okay. Well, on that note, guys, I guess Adam has nothing else to play. plug or anything. So
all right, shut the fuck up and let me speak. All right, hi, I am Adam the Renaissance Nerd. You can find me at my channel, where we do reviews, takes, videos, stuff like that. And I am diversifying or divesting myself more accurately of gaming on my channel. I will be launching my own gaming channel separate from the regular stuff, basically to protect my algorithm from 5 to 6 hour gaming streams, which I am known to do. So look forward to that in the news soon. Saturday Night Drive-In Saturday movie. I guess right now we are going to be doing Secret of My Success this Saturday on Drive-In. Jed's never seen it, so it should be a good one. Sunday, the Roundtable, 2 p.m. Eastern, and then I'll be joining Samiel, Devil, Ryan. Is Anna back this week?
I believe Anna is planning to make an appearance this week. Yes.
Okay, so
as far as I know.
Okay, well, we might have the full, and Alf, we might have the full bridge crew of the USS Engage back for Space Seed. Yes.
Dermy, don't get too excited. It's not about actually, seeds, man seeds.
Do you guys legitimately? You guys watch that shit.
Ricardo Montalban is pretty.
Listen, it's an awesome
testosterone laden,
but we're gonna have our fun with it, though. We are gonna have our fun with it. But yeah, so join us on Engage at 4:15 p.m. Eastern after Roundtable, and as always, fuck you, Dermy.
Hey, I didn't interrupt you. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I give you that. 2024 is the dumbest year ever, and it's only day 2. Oh, goddamn. Did I ruin it already? Fuck. Well, on that note, guys, again, go check out Dermy Wormy Live. I will be re-uploading this again tomorrow over there, trying to get that channel up and going. I have a video already over there, the previous late night, whatever. And yeah, in the meantime, guys, I hope you all had a wonderful night. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. Again, we will have Ball Busters this Friday with Epic Mike coming on. Let's see if I can burn some bridges. So in the meantime, guys, take care and bye for now.
What? Did you get fun with the like you did Yellow Claw?